Alright, okay, finally. Had to mess with a few settings to make that happen, more than usual, but we got it. So you guys should be able to hear audio now. I can hear it, so that's good. All that being dealt with, we're gonna be doing... we're gonna be trying to finish off what we can of the Pokédex. Excuse me, 1 second. Alright, so some people are probably like, what do you mean by, like, trying to finish off Pokédex? What I mean by that is, at least for what we're actually able to accomplish, that being because there's exclusive Pokemon between Scarlet and Violet, we won't realistically be able to unless we get somebody with a copy of Pokemon Violet to trade us some Pokemon. So, just looking through the Pokédex here, see how much we can actually do. Now, while I was gone, I did do a little bit of Pokédex farming, which was basically for Pokemon that, more than likely, if you guys are Pokemon fans, you would have already seen before. So, like, nothing on the new edge. Like, nothing of the new generation, essentially. We did get the Fire Starter out of I did a little bit of surprise trades. Ended up getting the Fire Starter as well as the Water Starter done with. Got very lucky in getting those. So we have all the starters finished, thankfully. As you can see, our Pokédex is looking pretty good. I mean, we bought 379 out of 400. And if, let's say, 20 are exclusives, then we basically fought everybody but one, which I would have to imagine is like a Paradox Pokemon. So, this guy is actually a Violet exclusive. It's essentially the same thing of how we got our Armorogue, except, you know, the Violet exclusive version of it. So we can't get him unless we get a Violet player to go ahead and trade him over. Which, you know, easier said than done, right? Especially when the way they don't have, like, the global trading like they did in the old ones. Where you could essentially just set Pokemon up and you're like, I want this for this. And then eventually somebody would send one to you like that. So far, at least, unless they build upon it, it's just like friends and then people within the area of you. Which, as you can imagine, is not the greatest. Another problem we have with getting some of the trade Pokemon being Scizor, and the fact that, as it turns out, not a lot of people are trading over in surprise trades a Scyther with a metal coat in order to turn into a Scizor. So, eventually we'll have to get somebody to trade with in order to get Scizor. The Salamence line being Bagon, Shelgon, and then Salamence, of course, or are Violet exclusives, so I can't finish those. Finizen, I actually just, from what I understand, I just need somebody within my area, or like, you know, like invite somebody over like how we brought in Hannah before, and then I have to level it up to like 38 or 40 or something like that, and then it will evolve so long as somebody's within the area. So this is actually doable at some point. We can make that happen. This is another Violet exclusive. I don't remember the name of it, but those two are evolutions. So. Pasmian here is also another Violet exclusive. And the penguin with the ice head there is also. Slowking, you gotta trade him with the... you know, a Slowpoke with the King's Rock in order to get him. So, we would also need a trade person for that, so we can't do that either necessarily. Claw Launcher, again, yet another Violet exclusive. King Gambit, this one we can actually do, which is interesting. So from the way I understand it, you have to have like a Poniard or a Bisharp. It might be a Bisharp, not entirely sure, but there's like these 3 crests that you're supposed to get by defeating other Bisharp. And once you get all 3, then your Bisharp can turn into King Gambit. Not exactly sure if that's 100% correct, but that's the general idea. I also have seen a King Gambit in raid, so potentially we could get it out of a Terra raid if we got good. Great Tusk, from what I've been told, is actually somewhere out in the desert where we originally encountered it. So we could definitely check that out. I did end up getting Brute Bonnet here through a surprise trade. That wasn't me like actually going for him. Slitherwings, Sandy Shocks, I believe are actually in our game, so we can go ahead and attempt to grab those. And then it magically jumps from 382 to 387, which I can only imagine is legendary Pokemon, which are probably tied to the stakes that we've been pulling out. As to what all the stake locations and whatnot, I don't know. I'll probably just pull up a guide or something like that for it. Oh, but that's kind of lame. It's like, it kind of is, but considering how large the areas are, like, the chances of me finding every single spike is just not realistic. Gimme Ghoul, we're close on. You gotta have him in your party, I believe, when you have 999 of the Gimme Ghoul coins, and then he'll evolve. And I think I'm about 870 or so, so if we can find a few more Gimme Ghoul encounters, then we can get ourselves whatever his Evo is. 396, I don't remember. I want to say that's a legendary Pokemon. Roaring Moon is definitely a Paradox. 398 is also Paradox, which I believe is a Violet exclusive. And then 400, I think, is the legendary Pokemon from Violet. So yeah, the only real Pokemon we can work on is like Great Tusk and King Gambit. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do about that. I was raising a few Pokemon while we were waiting for the next free time, just so that way we've got some things to actually raid with. I can actually go ahead and show you guys some of that here. Let's see here. So we can see Hannah got her up to level 100, Pawmoot 100, Flamigo 100, Gardevoir 100. Essentially our entire team we had totally worked on is level 100 now, so that's pretty nice. Time to work hard? Well, it's really RNG at this point because I've only got like 5 actual Pokemon I can get at this point outside of trading and hoping we get some Scarlet people to trade us their exclusives in order to fill out the Pokedex, so there's really not much I can do in that regard. I mean, try and make things happen though. But yeah, I built up some Terra raid Pokemon. Somebody traded me this as it was originally the first form being Azurill, but got it to Azumarill, took it to level 100. Look at this beauty, 400 HP, huge power, which means we got the hidden ability for it. Just tanky. It's beautiful. The mouse I just upgraded just because. Apparently there's multiple forms of the mouse. There's a family of 4, and then there's a family of 3 form. I don't think they actually make much of a difference at all, but I have the family of 4. Excalibur, this guy, is absolutely... I figured he would be good considering he's supposed to be like the pseudo-legendary for this game. And yeah, that 324 attack stat do be pretty scary. Sarita, we unlocked the judge function, so we were able to see, you know, their IVs and whatnot. And, you know, 5 out of 6 best IVs seem pretty good. Just absolutely. Some pretty strong stats overall. The speed's a little lacking. The special attack don't really care about. But... And then we got the water starter here. Which, again, another 5 out of 6 stats. People were really just trading these away in Surprise Trade, which was beautiful for me because I need the water starter. So yeah, that's our water starter. It also has its hidden ability, I believe, I want to say. Because something tells me it'd probably still have its boost water attacks in a pinch or whatever, but we have Moxie, which is kind of insane. Whenever you knock somebody out, you get a free attack boost, and that attack stat at 276 is not something to sleep on, for sure. Ended up learning some pretty good moves. Annihilate, I raised an Annihilate. And yeah, 291 attack. And 400 HP. You know, so he's really in there. Gimme Ghoul, I was getting him prepared, so that way when we actually get all the coins that we need, he'll be close to level 100 immediately. I took our Toxapex to level 100, so we got a tank if we need it for a Terror Raid or anything. And then, of course, we got Phoenix here up to level 100. Actually ended up being our first level 100 within the game, and then Hannah right after. And, yeah, kind of a beefy boy. A little unfortunate that we got a special attack up, special defense down nature on you. But, I mean, those stats still aren't bad. So, yeah, that's what we've been up to. Go ahead and put in our original team, more or less. I did get a Charizard. Somebody... You could buy Nature Mints? Right. I've never used the Nature Mints. But it's like a way so you can get the nature that you actually want on a Pokemon is like the general idea, right? There's the original team. Oh, babe. I have a few Nature Mints. We can always fix that later, though. So, you were saying, right, Godly Phase, you were saying the Great Tusk is somewhere in the desert? Like where it originally was before? Where I have completely forgotten where that actually ends up being. That's Stony Cliff. That's Lurking Steel Titan. This has got to be the right area. Alright, so... this puts us where exactly? It's the Ground Titan area? The Ground Titan, you say? Okay, well, it just flew to the Steel Titan. Oops. The Ground Titan area. That's the rock. There's the earth. Alright. Just flew, you know, to the other side of the world. Nothing crazy. There we go. Back out here in the desert. Is it a rare spawn? Is it walking around like how it originally was as like a Titan? What am I supposed to be expecting out of this? Pretty sure the Titan was chilling all the way back here last time. I thought that was it for a second, but that's just the Dawn fan. Bravery, Dawn fan. I'll really say it now. Get out the way. It's a static encounter. It's just standing there, menacing me. All right. Easy enough. That means we'll find it sooner or later. Oh, hey, look, it's just standing there. Alright, how do we want to go about this without killing it? Can you even kill it? I gotta imagine that, like, even if you killed it, it would just respawn or something. $45? Excuse you? How do I not kill it? Oh no. How do I not kill this man? How do I actually not kill him? Oh no. Jeez. You can kill it, and I don't think it respawns. What? So I should have saved before. Ooh, no. The time that you don't want to have all level 100s in your team here. Okay. Flamigo, don't kill it. Come on, you resist. Oh, you eat those. Beautiful. Alright. Oh, do I go for a second? There's no way I can bring my... Ah, jeez. So if it dies here, you gotta find it in Area 0. This one has the Titan mark, though. So what's the difference? Because you say that this one's got a Titan mark, which must be something. Hypnosis this man? Beautiful. This one's got the Titan mark. Does it improve its stats or anything, or is that just like, oh, it's just the one that you caught for the static encounter being the only difference? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to take it. Really wish I had something to weaken this dude here with, but I really don't. I mean, we could do another throat chop. The only problem is if it crits, this man is dead. That was with him asleep, too. Knock it off, rude. Alright, you go back to sleep. No stat improvement, but the mark gives it a special type when you throw it out. I mean, it's more aesthetic than anything, based on what it sounds like. But hey, you know, if we can catch it here, we'll try and make it happen. I have timer balls, so worst comes to worst, we can just spend forever here. Alright, well, it's just that easy. The game should actually be more synced up now. It wasn't as synced up before, but now it should be. That was something else I was trying to fix before now, and it looks like it worked a little bit. The sightings of this Pokemon have occurred in recent years, and then Great Tusk was taken out of a creature listed in a certain book. Ground fighting. 700 pounds, bruh. Does that mean all the Titans reset then, or just like Great Tusk in particular? Like some zero gate? Sure, why not? We could just go ahead and heal everybody up. You still got plenty of uses of hypnosis left. Presumably they would leave the healing centers within the area, so I gotta imagine we're fine. These doors still broken or what? Nah, this door originally let us in, that's right. Area 0, baby! Here we go. No, I can't write. All Titans have a static encounter with the Titan marks on them. Oh, baby, it's time to go Titan hunting for them Titan marks, I guess. Oh, really? Now they're going to allow us to ride them in here? I see how it is. Probably should put on, like, catching powers or something like that to make my life easier. Excuse you? And you are? $53. Energy ball not very effective? I mean, it should be like extremely not very effective if you're like a volcano. Okay. Well, you know, level difference is definitely still a thing. Ow. Dude. Okay, what? Hey. Man really thinks I care about my speed stat. Alright, these paradox are, like, I really thought they were going to be a lot harder to capture, but, you know? This mysterious Pokemon has some similarities to a creature that an old book introduced as Slitherwing, bug fighting. 4 times weakness? The flying, though? That's, 4 times weakness flying? That is... That is, that's not fantastic to think about. But it does look cool, I will give it that. It does look cool. Oh, that's 1 so far. How far into Area 0 we actually need to go to find the rest of the paradox? Not entirely sure. Slitherwings everywhere now. Got an Espeon just chilling right there. Phoenix, there you are. Not gonna hide anybody around the corner, would you? No? Alright. I mean, I gotta imagine some of the guys, they hit all the way at the very bottom, right? Gotta make you go through the entire ordeal once again to make sure you get them all. We should have plenty of Pokeballs left. I mean, I didn't really have that many Pokemon to capture, so... We'll set a Bravery, another Slitherwing, but we already got one now. Got a Screamtail. More Screamtail. Ton of Screamtail. They couldn't have just put in one new paradox. There's got to be more than just him. There's got to be. Oh, there's a brute bonded. Alright, so... I mean, we've seen him before in our original count, but now we actually see him. I already got him through a surprise trade, but to say that I've caught them all within my own game, you know, outside of the exclusive ones, which of course we want to be able to do. Okay, first try. Ah, well, you know, it's just that easy. I remember when we actually, you know, had the weekend Pokemon to capture them, but, you know, repeat ball's good enough. Alright, so we got a brute bonnet as well. Who else we missing down here? All men, we take those. Free Nature's, baby. Give me that. Oh, a Hyper Potion, really? That's it? Come on, man. I want to make sure I don't end up actually missing anybody here. I know how realistic that ends up being, but... we're gonna make the attempt not to lose out on anybody. Can I not just, like, jump down here and be good? Oh, there's a Great Tusk just chilling right there. Multiple Great Tusk at that. Stone Edge, not a bad move. You don't mind if I grab this, do you? Terra Blast. We have so many Terra Blast. We just never gave it to anybody. Which is kind of fair, considering we basically never used Terra. We used it a few times throughout the game, but like, not massively used it, especially with all the limitations they put on it. Swellis, Brute Bonnet, Screamtail. We gotta be getting close, right? Yeah, these places are still open, so if we did need the heal, then we could use them, but we don't need to for the moment. This is a straight up crystal just chilling here? No, it's a part of the scenery. Alright, fair enough. We're getting closer to the bottom. If they were already hiding stuff so far, they definitely gotta be putting stuff all the way at the end, right? I mean, that's just how you do. Another Great Tusk there, a few more Great Tusks, you know, just in case you didn't grab one already. For us supposedly stopping the time machine, there sure is a lot of, you know, Paradox Pokemon still chilling around here. What are the chances they don't put all the way something like all the way back here? Assuming it even lets me in here. Would it allow me to continue? It does. Okay, alright. But does it mean anything for us, or am I just wasting time? I have no idea. Can't interact with this at all? Near the door to the lab there, you can find the other one. Okay, alright. Near the door. For sure they would have, like, hid something back there at the end. Even if it was just, like, an Easter egg or something. We'll we'll find them. It might take us a minute to find them, but we'll find them. Oh, okay, there you are. What? Man, just blinked into existence. Plenty of Glamora just chilling down here. Hell, we've got Paradox Pokemon out this far. Suppose anybody's hiding in here? No? Alright then. Make sure you check slopes. Alright. Well, well, well. Would you look at this guy? Oh, I can't actually interact with him before then? Alright. He thinks he's got a chance. Oh. Orichalcum Bolts. 72, huh? So how do we not kill you here? I mean, I guess it's gotta be energy. Be all right. Oh, that did nothing. Beautiful. That's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, that hurt a lot. Oh, because you crit me on top of me too? Oh, really? It's a crit. It's a not very effective crit. Beautiful. Alright, Hannah's gonna get absolutely roasted here, but it's a collision course. Isn't that Earth? Or ground? Or not? Alright, well. That's fine. Now we can throw Gardevoir in here. If she doesn't get one shot, we can get the sleep on him. And we got a chance, see? Excuse you? Giga Impact. You're faster than I am? Oh, no, okay. Well, you know what? I guess we both ended up missing. Are you the one shot? You might. I don't got physical defense. Nah, we resist those, baby. Oh, it's just that easy. Gardevoir, please hit the hypnosis. Bruh. At least he's dumb and keeps using collision course. We tamed those, apparently. Could use Calm Mind and really tank him, but then we would absolutely one-shot this thing, which is not what we're looking to do. Harsh Sunlight Faded. So his ability is essentially just a weather effect? Alright, well, it's just that easy. Rip to Hannah. Always the blood sacrifice to make it happen, but hey, we got him. Apex build. It seems to be the Wind King mentioned in an old expedition journal. It was said that it split the land with its bare fist. Fighting Dragon. Got him, baby! It's just that easy. What? Was that supposed to mean so? Am I supposed to be drawing something from that whole dialogue there? Like, did something actually happen, or it's like, oh, you just caught him, you're good now. Like, alright, so we caught him. Are there more paradox beasts in here we still have? That's another question we got. And is he the only one of those we can capture? Presumably, yes, right? Another cave. Hey, there's TMs in this. We can take those. Another Terror Blast, huh? Are there any other Paradox Pokemon that we're missing? Let's see here. Gotta go all the way to the back. Probably could have just hit backwards and made it there by now, but here we are. Alright, so we still need Sandy Shocks. 382, do we even know? Do we even know who 382 is? Do we know who 387 is? I mean, 387 just looks like a straight-up Tyranitar. That's the Gimmighoul evolution. Roaring Moon, I'm pretty sure, is a Violet exclusive, in which case RIP. Same with that one. I'll leave that one as well. Are there any more Paradox we're actually missing here? Did not mean to run it, see? Anybody else, and I'll check real quick. I'll be back in a minute after I check. Alright, so from what I've seen, we can still capture Sandy Shocks, which we knew because we ended up fighting in here. And apparently also we can find Roaring Moon somewhere within here. Certainly interesting. Although I think from what I read, it said it was closer to the higher up research post, in which case it may not actually be down here, but it's down here as in it's down here in area 0. Yeah, that was a little bit of a tight fit. Probably could have expected that one to happen. Get me out of there. I gotta imagine you can only capture one of these guys. So I guess we'll work our way back up, or maybe we'll work our way back to the bottom again. Why not? Alright, so we're looking for Roaring Moon, which should be fairly obvious if it's within the area. And then we should look for Sandy Shocks, which should also be pretty out in the open, considering how wonky it looks. Alright, we're going back in. Sandy Shocks, Roaring Moon. Other than that, we should have all of the Paradox Pokemon from within here. So, let's see if we can make it happen. We've got Pokeballs. We got plenty of Pokeballs. We still have our Master Ball, even. If something is just actually that bad, which I just highly doubt. But, you know. Send me. Alright, so they were saying, like, research Outpost 2 for Sandy Shocks. And then Roaring Moon, I didn't even see anything on. It was just, oh, he's in this game as well. It was like, oh, okay. So I guess maybe we need to slow down a little bit, or we need to actually follow the path a bit more to make sure we get him. We've seen plenty of Slither Wings on our way down, so that's fine. We've got you already. Gotta keep her eyes out for Sandy Shock and Roaring. So presumably that's Research Station 1 there, in which case if we go down another Research Station, we should start seeing Sandy Shocks. And then presumably after that, then we would start seeing Roaring Moon. If that's the way this is going, like one like Paradox-ish Pokemon per research station, more or less. We'll certainly know when we see either of those two when we actually see them. It's just actually seeing them is the thing. I keep running into all the random Pokemon, like I just keep scanning everywhere to see if I can actually see one of them. There's another Slitherwing, multiple Slitherwing at that. Alright, so this should be the second research station. So we should, in theory, based on what I read, we should start potentially seeing some Sandy Shocks, and maybe Roaring Moon. Or seeing more, or definitely seeing more Brute Bonnet than anything. He's probably like the most disappointing of the Paradox Pokemon. Like, of all Pokemon to really make it to Paradox Pokemon, that one, really? I'm looking, I'm keeping my eyes open. As the biggest hint I had was that it should be somewhere around Research Station 2. or at least within the area. Assuming that information is actually correct. There's a Bisharp. I remember if I have Bisharp left or not, so I might actually just capture another one here. I'm kind of hoping we can find another Terra raid with King Gambit in it, in which case I could just capture it like that instead of forcibly raiding one. But at least this way now we'll have a Bisharp in order to forcibly create one if we need to do so. Isn't it just because of the lighting? There's no way you shot me. Yeah, no. Vaporeon. A lot of regular Pokemon spawning in here, but that's not who I'm looking for, man. Where's them sandy shots? Girafarig, no. Floaty, nope. Another brute spawn, eh? At least we're getting back towards Paradox Pokemon actually spawning in. Golduck. Nobody cares about no Golduck. Come on now. I wonder, maybe they actually meant towards a Research Station 3 then? Unless, like, the encounter chance is just that bad? Which doesn't seem like it should be the case, considering how many Paradox Pokemon we do actually see spawn once they spawn. I mean, that should be the third outpost right there. Parashard, nope. Nobody hiding out in this giant cave here? Well, there's a Fluttermane, which we already have. A Chansey randomly chilling in here. More people are starting to spawn in, but they're not exactly who I'm looking for here. More screens. They gotta be around here. Every other Paradox Pokemon has been, so they gotta be in here somewhere. I'm not boosted anymore, I'm just running around regularly, so that way the spawns can actually catch up to us. Make sure I'm not just accidentally running past them. Guess we'll go ahead and go inside the cave here. Oh, come on. More brute on it. Still not what I'm looking for. Follow me all the way down here. Another brute bonnet. Maybe a roaring moon would be in a tunnel? I mean, it's a dragon Pokemon, kind of. Most. Maybe an area I couldn't necessarily reach before because I didn't have access to this guy last time I was in here. Bunch of regular Pokemon, but not who I was looking for here. Plenty of great types. Man. This was the only area it said they were in, which makes sense because the whole Paradox Pokemon stuff. And we're supposed to contain them within this area, or what, something along those lines, man. Maybe they're closer to the door, like how we had found that dude, but I don't know. There's so many Paradox Pokemon here, but not who we're looking for. We had Great Tusk, Fluttermane, Brute Bonnet. We saw Screamtail earlier. Like, they gotta be hiding somewhere. They gotta be. They're Fluttermane. Guess we're going this way now. This is a pretty open area. It should be able to spawn a few Pokemon in here. We're seeing more Fluttermane, seeing more Paradox Pokemon in general, but not the Paradox Pokemon we're looking for. We didn't explore too much by the door here. Maybe I'll check again. Let's see. Alright, so we've gone too low again. It sounds like, from what I'm reading, Sandy Shocks and Roaring Moon are supposed to be essentially within the second and the third research station. So we're gonna head back between the second and the third one, and I guess we're just gonna chill out there for a minute and then hope it keeps cycling through enough in order to get to those Paradox Pokemon. Maybe they're expected to be more of a rare spawn than anything? Where would you like to go? Ah, of course, I could have just taken that the entire time. Of course I could have. Well, let's go straight to 2 then, shall we? We already healed everybody up, so we're good in that regard. Alright, 2 and 3. And then, supposedly, Soaring Moon is supposed to be within, like, a hidden cave or something like that, so something we'll definitely have to keep an eye out for. Alright, everybody that's spawned in so far is not what we're looking for. Between 2 and 3, so presumably we can go between 2 and 3 and expect to see one. If they're saying between 2 and 3? What if I just keep going in here and then coming out? Is that going to keep resetting it? Maybe we can force it that way? Maybe, just maybe, because it is going through a loading screen there. More Screen Tail. Still no on that. We had more Pokemon spawn in last time. Yeah, now there's less in this one. Alright, so we'll keep between 2 and 3. Maybe we'll work from 2 down to 3, and then if we don't see anything, we teleport back up to 2, and then keep doing it that way? Alright, I'm not seeing anybody, so we just chill out here for a second. Maybe people will start spawning again. Bonnet, Screen Tail, still not who we're looking for. If I run back over here now, are we going to get some of the respawn back over here? Looks like we did with that Venomoth. Bonnet, Bravery, Venomoth, Graffery, Screen Tail, still no. Bonnet, we are getting Paradox Pokemon to spawn in at least. You know, for all the Paradox Pokemon that spawned in, you'd think it'd be easier to find these guys, but apparently not. I guess these guys, they wanted these two to be harder to find because reasons? That. Know what's going on at this point. Jeez. Well, somehow we made it out of that. I'll take it. Still getting 2-ish Paradox spawns in every time. Which is good. It's just not the Paradox that we're looking for. So that's the second research station right there, so we're not too far away from it. We're getting some different Pokemon spawn being up here than we were just a little bit ago. That's a Sandy Shocks right there, baby! Oh, baby! Alright, so how do we go about not killing you here? No effect, effective. Not very effective either. Oh, baby, Phoenix, let's do it. Come on, man. Just need some of that sweet, sweet, not very effective damage because you're gonna bully this man. Apparently, you're not that much heavier than this guy is for that not to do that much damage. Special defense harshly fell. Not exactly what you want to see. That did a bit more than I wanted it to. And that was without it being stabbed, too. Wow. Our special defense did just drop like crazy, though, so that makes more sense. Alright. If you end up going down, you end up going down. We're getting as many chances as we can get here. Oh, you're trolling. We need like one more of those, maybe two. That was another sandy shocks that just spawned right behind us yet again. Alright. Oh, you avoid the screech, but you don't avoid the metal sound. I see how it is. Come on now, don't be like this. Perfect. Alright, Sandy Shock's down. We just got Roaring Moon left. No records exist of this Pokemon being caught. Data is lacking, but the Pokemon's traits match up with the creature known in an expedition. Alright, yet another Sandy Shocks. I almost kind of want to capture a second one just to have it. Especially with how, like, rare it's been so far. And it's supposed to be an exclusive, so if I did find a person that was willing to trade over some Scarlet exclusives, at least I would, or some Violet exclusives, at least I would have some Scarlet exclusives. And maybe we can make that happen. This is the best of quick balls again. Alright, well. What are the chances? I was gonna say energy ball kills, but yeah, no, that'd probably do it. Play rough isn't stab. What are the chances you have high spin? Okay. Apparently you've got some decent attack on you for that to kill. Our hand is just that beefy. Either one, we got a Sandy Shock, so, you know, we're fine in that regard. Alright, so we just need Roaring Moon of the Paradox Pokemon left. Which is supposed to be within a hidden cave between 2 and 3. So we're looking for a hidden cave. So where would a hidden cave be if they were going to hide said cave? Presumably you would need this guy, right? Well, that looks like a hidden cave to me, if I just had to take a guess at it. That's a Flutter Mane, that's not who I'm looking for here. Though I can always use more Flutter Mane. Feel like we haven't been in this area before. Which should be a good sign. There's a Weavile just chilling right there. Timid Mint. This area is so open for not having like that many Pokemon spawning in. Now they're starting to spawn in more. We're getting different types spawning in as well. We're getting a lot more Ghost and Dark within here. Alright, well, I guess we'll keep following the path ahead of us. And then maybe keep going back down there, unless they still want me to keep on climbing here. Steel Beam. I mean, does that not look like... That looks like it should be like a summoning circle or something right there. He's got to be in here. It's at a hidden cave. I can't possibly think that there's another one where... Like, how is this not the spot if it is the spot? Like, it seems too made up to be not the area to be in. We got Gravehounds, we got Fluttermane. I don't know if it's time sensitive or not, but it didn't seem like all too many Pokemon were actually time sensitive. So maybe if we just chill in here long enough. Thought for a second that was him, but no, that's just a Fluttermane just eating the ground for whatever reason. Alright, well, I'll check it yet again while we wait for a Pokemon reset here. Oh, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, we got... Apparently he has an even lower spawn rate than the rest of the Paradox Pokemon, because of course he does. So let's not try and kill this one, shall we? Alright, you eat those, you love to see it. Everybody's got no... I guess you don't have a special attack staff, because that was super effective if you did absolutely 0 damage with it. Send a headbutt? I'm dark, you nerd. Fluttermane is stuck in the ground. It is, you know, it's exploring. Alright, Roaring Moon, get in here. Okay, it's just that easy. Alright then. So that is all Paradox Pokemon caught. At least from our version. We'll have to find somebody with Violet in order to get the rest of them. Dragon Dart. It's possible that this creature listed as Roaring Moon in an expedition journal that still holds many mysteries. You don't say. Dragon Dart. So you're just like a different looking Hydreigon then? That's what I'm supposed to get out of that. That just chilled right under the ground, right underneath me. I can't even interact with them. I can step on this man's head and he just does not care. You serious? Well, you kind of asked for this one. Now it'll stop chasing me around everywhere. Why is everybody after me? Just because I caught him? Like, chill. I kind of want to catch a second one just for the sake of having it. That's a massive swellness there. Jeez. Although it has a low spawn rate or something, so maybe we should... But if it's gonna spawn right there, how can I say no to the second one, you know? Immediately try with the quick ball right here. Doesn't get better effectiveness than this. Come on, man. Fair enough. Night Slash on a fellow dart? Alright, if you insist. Her repeat ball worked pretty well last time. Let's see if we make this one. Repeat ball's kind of OP. Like, I really apparently just underrated them. Since they seem to be doing quite well for the most part. Okay, you definitely do not have as much special defense as the last one did. Beautiful. Alright, that's 2 Roaring Moons, because presumably I'll never remember how to get back to this place. So, at least we have them now. All that being said, now we can go ahead and move on and grab the rest of the Titan-bearing Titan Pokemon. A lot of Titan in there. For the Titans that we didn't capture, or at least we weren't given the opportunity to do so originally. So we can make up for that by going back and grabbing them now. You're saying we're getting a special title for doing it, which, you know, it's good enough. It's good enough to make me willing to go back to go grab those Titans. We'll go ahead and heal up. Maybe we'll buy a few more Pokeballs? I don't know. I'm kind of broke. I spent like 265,000 on a single golden bottle cap. So, you know, high roller and all that, but like not so much at this point. Jeez. We got LP for days though. I mean, look, our actual money situation though, not so much. Give me a few more repeat balls. These things have been doing work. Quick ball, go ahead and give me a few more of those. Alright, that's good enough. And so we're going to go ahead and capture all the Titans with their Titan marks. Provided that we don't actually end up killing them, which, you know, easier said than done. Stony Clip Titan. Where are you exactly? You're somewhere within this area, right? Where does this one take us to? The Watchtower? I mean, it should be another one of those stone crabs chilling here. So if we peek all the way out, alright, we're slightly off from it. I should probably start with a different Pokemon than Hannah too, since Hannah likes to kill things, which is great, just not what I'm trying to capture. I wish I could set markers on them. But since we already beat them once before, the game's like, nope. But we do know they're static encounters, so if we see one not moving, then we know it's it. But we're still forced to fight. I'm still too far down from it, so I've got to go closer to, like, this Pokemon Center. Or maybe this fly area right here. That's a moving crab, so that's not the Titan. But considering we're seeing it around here... What was that sound effect? Check up here in case we've got any more Gimme Ghoul, because I still need coins if we want the Evo for that. Plenty of noises within the area, but we've also got a lot of Pokemon that just spawn below us. Where? It had to be around here. Or at least a lot of it been somewhere around here. That's not moving, boyo! Let's go! I am the Titan now. Or not? Nah, the other Titans were much higher. I can't escape. What? It is? Is that what I'm supposed to get from that? It's actually the Titan? Because it straight up said I couldn't escape. I mean, he was, what, the first or maybe even the second Titan you're supposed to see? So, maybe that's him? Okay. I mean, he didn't move, so I'm gonna assume that was him. That's a Gimme Ghoul coin right there. Give me that. Grab a few items while we're over here in case there's anything good. The more TMs, the better, because I haven't been farming, like, actual Pokemon at all. I've just been farming, like, Chansey to get XP and whatnot, so, we don't have real Pokemon materials. Alright, so that's 2 Titans down. That one's the Steel Titan, which is different than what we were hitting beforehand. So. It should be the Steel Worm that we fought. Presumably, it's going to be right out there in the open, like where we had fought the first time. That's nice. Shiny dude is not who I'm looking for links. It's somewhere in one of these circles, so we just gotta keep checking these circles and we'll find it here soon enough. Oh, Rolly, get out of here. Growlithe just chilling right there. I somehow didn't end up fighting that guy at some point. Now where, oh where's this Titan? Then grab this while we're at it. Alright, map, what are you saying? How far off or close are we? Says we should be pretty much like right on the thing. Is it not down here? It should be just you chilling. Nah, because you're running. You're not actually in the cave, are you? You're not. That worm moved, so it can't be you. Alright, I'm slightly off. So maybe from where we originally encountered it? He's sweating it, so it should not be him. Where would you be? How are we looking now? Is there really, like, no way we can zoom in on that and just mark it, huh? Maybe this area? Maybe? Might have been helpful if they kept the whole, like, Titan look to it. I mean, at least, like, the Trunks was, like, actually somewhat the size there. Now we're too far off again, I think. That's a gimme gold coin right there. We take those. How many coins do we actually still need left? Let's see here. That's not the right area to be looking. Alright, let's see. But, like, for real, though. 878. So we need a little over 100 to make it happen. As for where this Titan is actually chilling, looks like we're off to the right of it. Somewhere. So somewhere by the watchtower then, presumably? Maybe it's actually in one of the caves, I'm not entirely sure. Don't think we originally found it in the cave though, is the thing. It wasn't down there, even though we had the actual fight down there. But we had to chase it around for a bit, didn't we? In which case, it would have started somewhere sooner. Is it you? I mean, I guess we can run into it, and then if it's not... Nope, that's definitely you. Alright, then. Another Titan to add to the list. Get in here. You're not even that high of a level. Oh, really? Is that right? Alright, then. I really cannot damage you at all. Like, he'll just die if I damage him at this point. Crap. A little rude, but okay. Wow, that raft damage. At least compared to every other move he was using. Like, alright. Hey, there's our crit capture. Let's go. Repeat balls OP. That's another Titan to add to the list. That's 3 Titans down. We got the stone, we got steel, we got earth, so we need the sky, and the false dragon here, and then we're good. Right, there's only 5 Titans. His Victory Road should be the gems, and then Starfall Street should be the cruise, and then Path of Legends should be the Titans, right? So if we're already over here, we may as well, I guess, just go to the lake then, since it should be closer. It's got to be somewhere around the middle of the lake, because we eventually, although we did have to chase it around again. Go ahead and heal up Phoenix a little bit again. Not that it did a ton of damage. Now this guy is supposed to be like one of the last Titans we're supposed to get, so he should have HP to him. The real question is he going to be in the water somewhere? Which I have to imagine the answer being yes. Then the question becomes, are we looking for Denozo or are we looking for Tatsugiri? In order to be like the Pokemon we're supposed to be after here. Presumably the Denozo, right? That's what I think, anyways. Palooza just chilling right there. Is it you by chance? Is it you? Well, if we can run, then we know it isn't him. It's not that one in particular. Fair enough. This should be where it breaks in order to get the herb. Another fake one of you? Come on, man. Because the difference was the Titan had said I couldn't escape, like it was a forced encounter. Whereas these guys are allowed to. You. Alright. I gotta imagine that they would expect you to find the Denozo over at Tatsugiri. Although we originally started the chase at a different island that had a whole bunch of them on it, right? That dude's just patrolling around. I'm chilling for a second. Every time these guys just... It's like maybe, like they shouldn't be moving at all. But I don't know, because they gotta place them in the water so that it's like, maybe. I guess we just check all the islands. Did you just spawn in front of me, or did I just totally miss you? Alright, if it's not this island, then we'll just keep checking islands until eventually we'll have it. So if it's not this one, then check this one. Ran myself straight into all of them. That should be regular Denonzu, in which case we don't. Alright, so not this island. It was not necessarily a large island, but it was definitely larger than this one. Some more gimme gold coins, don't mind if I do. Times 10, oh baby. Maybe this one? We'll find it. Oh, come on. Really? Get out the way. Where's my repels when I need them, man? It's gotta be like near the beginning of an island, maybe right in front of it or something, but I don't imagine the encounter would actually be on an island. Thought I heard another gimme ghoul around here, and I did. One whole coin. Wow. They really wanted you to grind for whatever gimme ghoul's second evolution is, huh? 999 coins. Man. And they wonder why people cheated the system when they could. When they make requirements like that. Scout all around. It's gotta be Denozo. Like, there's no way they would make it Tatsugiri. There's no way. Look at this. Just look at this. Grabbing some LP off of it. Not this island either? Alright, well. Running out of islands to check here. Oh, come on. Are you gonna chase after me if I just run from this? You probably will. Although if we boost immediately, we should be able to just outpace him. So the actual marker for the Titan is, it's way, way far away from me, okay? So if we go ahead and teleport back over here, because so far it's been pretty much within the circle, if that's the case, then we would be way far off from what it actually wanted. So it should be on our right from where we are right now. It's gotta be closer to... Maybe that island over there? See how far off course we may or may not actually be? Yeah, looks like it's gonna be on this island. Did we not already check this island though? I thought we did. They would make it the regular. I mean, I guess it's the one we originally interacted with before the Denozo ended up making his appearance. Alright, well. That's another Titan for us. Let's go. I mean, I guess he would be the only static one because he came in later, in which case I think we're good. Which means the only Titan we should be missing left is the Sky Titan here. Which was like all the way up this mountain somewhere around there. So we'll go ahead, teleport over here, we'll work our way up here, and then that should be the last Titan that should have the Titan mark that gives you the title or whatever when you throw them out. It might end up only being like halfway up the mountain. What are the You really gotta spawn right in front of me. Come on, man. Get out the way. Really? It said I could climb birds, which sometimes it allows me to, and sometimes it has like an issue with it for whatever reason. That was a straight up nugget? Take those. Could always use more money in this game. Especially for those auctions, because man, are those expensive. Alright, so we're all the way at the cave where it would have been. So if we just work our way back down from here, we should end up seeing it. At least I would think that would be the case. What does our map say? How far off are we? Looking like we need to be more up towards the actual summit there, but we were just at the summit and it didn't show us. A haunter in plain day? Alright, so based on the marker, it should be like close to the top of the mountain. There's no way it's all the way at the top of this, right? There's no way. No, but there are gimme gold coins. Assuming the game actually allows me to grab them is another thing. How am I supposed to grab this if I can't actually land in a spot to acquire? Game, please. Oh, why are you like this? I'm really hoping it's a decent amount of points for how much of a pain this is being. Hey. One whole coin? Come on, man. Maybe it's right in the crater right here. It's chilling on the rock, but it's not actually, like, spawning in yet? Maybe? I'll get on the rock. Checking the map again. How far off are we? We're, like, basically right off the thing. What? So maybe around the outer edges of it here? Start from here and then work our way back up. Maybe the mass outbreak that just happened on top of us is messing it up. Now there it is. I was just over here. Whatever. It's really only level 20? Alright, well. Oh, you think you're built different, are you? He really thinks he's better than a repeat ball? How dare you? Get back in there. Are you serious? Your 3 damage does not scare me. Just getting the Pokemon already. Don't be like this. There we go. Alright, that should be all Titans with the Titan mark captured with that. We got the worm, we got the bird, we got the Tatsugiri. We got the crab. See here, just make sure we got all 5 Titans here. Now, we're still missing one. Crab, worm, Tatsugiri, bird. Who else are we missing here? Oh no, it should be all 5 because we ended up getting the Great Tusk. That's right. In which case that would be the 5th one, and we're all good in that room. Perfect. All right. So now we're gonna attempt to make a King Gambit. Although we want to use like ideally our best Bisharp that we've got on us here. Or even the first Evo, assuming it's got good enough like IVs. Where would you... As if we don't have like a search that would just tell us immediately, but she... How are your stats? 2 best. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. 2 best there. Like, if we're gonna go through the effort of making it a King Gambit, we may as well have it have good stats, right? Got ourselves another Bisharp here. 3 best. Alright, so this one's our best so far. Box 12. Alright, so box 12 is our best one. Which means we need to put somebody away for the time being. It doesn't really matter. Flamingo, you can go ahead and just chill. And go ahead and grab ourselves the Bisharp. Not exactly the best of natures, but we can always change that later if need be. Although it really depends on if we actually want to go through like all the effort for a Bisharp that doesn't have the greatest of IVs. So what are we rocking with here? Ironhead, Night Slash, and Scary Face. You got anything, you know, better? Metal Sound, Iron Defense, Swordman, Fury Cutter, Metal Claw, Metal Burst. Retaliates with much greater force than the last bit. So it's like... It's steel counter, essentially, is what I'm getting from that. Okay. But you have to beat other Bisharps is the thing. So can we teach you a TM that would actually make it so you could do just that? You have low kick, which would work, although it's not the greatest of moves. Facade, great aerial ace, not so much. Snarl, Metal Claw. Rock Tomb, no. Low Sweep. Low Sweep could work. It would be 4 times effective, too. We can give him Low Sweep. Get rid of Scary Face. Because it's like, you have to fight 3 Bisharp, and they have to drop a certain item for you to pick up. And then based off that item, you gotta grab 2. You gotta get 3 total. And then, I don't know what happens after that. Where is the spot I'm thinking of? It's this area, right? Pretty sure this is the area with all the Bisharps in it. Also need to put him as my first out here. He also has to win, is the thing. But with a 4 times effective move, I've got to imagine that he wins these. At least he better win these, otherwise what the heck, man? A 4 times super effective move. Check out the ruins in case I missed anything here. I can't imagine I did. But on the off chance that I did. Like if there's another Gimme Ghoul that will actually give us a good amount of coins, that'd be nice. We did find the trainer here, so presumably not. Alright, so we gotta break into the forest here, and then we gotta find ourselves some Bisharps. And hopefully they have the item we're looking for. I wonder if any of the Scythers would be holding a metal coat. Like, I doubt it, but if they did. Is this the area I think about? I don't think it is. No, this isn't the right one. Thinking of a different area, similar to that, but not. Let's see. Is it a middle right there? No, no, that's too early. There we go. This should be the area I'm thinking of. Pretty sure it's the area where we had seen the Dragonite, but of course it was flying the other way when I had seen it. Rip to that. This seems so good. Alright, we're looking for Bisharps. These are Bisharp with. Never mind, this is not the area I'm thinking of either. Great. Why can I not remember the spot? It has that general look, but it's not. Is it this area? I know the area I want. I don't remember where it is. The thing. Not exactly the most helpful. Nah, this don't seem right either. It's like a bamboo forest or something. Well, that area over there is looking like it. Alright, so yeah, this should be the area. At least I think this is the area. So we're looking for groups of Bisharp, and we want to absolutely destroy them with our Bisharp. Of course, we actually need them to spawn in, is the thing. At least I think this is the area. Maybe it isn't. Let's see. Be back in a second. Okay, so we are actually within the right area. Look at this. Our Arcanine is huge, just chilling there. Although they were saying Providence area 2, but I gotta imagine that they're talking about this area. I never did check any of our Bisharps to see if they actually had the item that we need on them. You got an item on you? You do not. Okay. Where's our other Bisharp? On the off chance it had it on them, which I highly doubt. I don't suppose you would have it on you? No, not surprising. You? No. Alright. So we need a leader's crest, and then we gotta have him beat up 3 Bisharp while he's holding it. Providence area 2. That's a Bisharp right there, but it's a lone Bisharp though, which is not what we're looking for. Although I think I still need to capture it on the off chance that it has the leader crest on it, being the thing. So let's see if that ends up being the case here. I don't think it will be, though, due to the fact that it was by itself. It has to be in a group. We just filled the most open spot, which this was. What are your stats looking like? Not better. Okay. He's got to be surrounded by pawn here when it does happen, so this is definitely going to take a minute. Oh, like you? Make sure I'm doing this right. Alright, so well, you do need the capture first, because if it does, we need it to have the leader's crest item. Iron defense, that's fine. You take up as much as you want, Brent. I'm gonna just keep throwing Pokeballs at you until it happens. Rude. Okay, alright. Things are built different or something? We'll see about that in your IVs, because if it is better than mine here, then we'll just go ahead and use that one for the sake of its IVs. But what are the chances? Now the question is, was it because it was in the forest, or just within this general area? I also have to go looking for it again within my actual box. Look for Bisharp. Held item, holding an item. Bisharp holding an item. Reuse. Put away held item. Alright. Doesn't necessarily guarantee that it's holding what we needed. But, come on. Should be somewhere in here. Booster energy? I think that's actually a really rare drop that I ended up getting. Leader's Crest, there it is, a shard of what appears to be an old blade of some sort. It was held only by a Bisharp that headed up a group of Ponyard. And look at me, I am the captain now. So now we need to find ourselves 3 more, except this time we have to bully them with our Bisharp. And specifically our Bisharp with that. So this could be quick, depending on if we find another group like that. Quickly at that. Otherwise, we're going to be walking around here for a minute. That's a lone Bisharp. Ain't looking for you. Was a straight up Luxray just passing by? Boy, I got inner focus. We could get away. Right, that's gonna be. Okay. Thanks. That's exactly what I want. Why are we playing these games? That's just a random Bishop. Although we could use them for target practice, just because. There's a lot more Bisharp just running around now after we ended up picking up that crest. Although it specifically talks about him being with a whole bunch of Ponyards, so I'm pretty sure this wouldn't count anyways. You really had to throw up like an iron defense immediately, didn't you? He should do next to no damage to us. He should only know Steel and Dark moves, which, considering we are Steel and Dark, is going to be like not at all good for. I'm sure this won't count, but worst comes to worst, we got some experience. So we need a group of you to be chilling around. Probably get away from the water then, because they won't be spawning in the water. He's just patrolling around. We need groups of you. A lot of lone Bisharp here, but not who I'm looking for. And the Bisharp groups, man, come on. If I just keep wandering around enough, it should be resetting the Pokemon, more or less, so we should be getting more chances at finding the Ponyard groups. May as well pick up a few of these while we're here, since we're waiting on them to spawn anyways. There's a Luxio with all his shings, which is good, because that means we're getting group Pokemon to spawn again. Just unfortunate that wasn't the Bisharp we were looking for. There he is. We're all healed up too. Get him. Pull him. Go, go, go. He thinks just because he's a higher level than me, I'm scared of him? There's that 4 times effectiveness. I'd straight up one-shot this man if that was actually a stab move. But it is. Beautiful, that's 1 down, 2 more to go. What a, like, overly complicated evolution. I can't imagine they carry this on to, like, another Pokemon game, but they might if it ends up being similar to this one, which I imagine they will be going forward. A lot of lone pond-haired, man, but you're not who I'm looking for. Did I really never fight a group of Bisharp before? The ones that have poniards next to them? I can't imagine that I didn't. I feel like I would have at some point or another. Unintentionally at the time. Or maybe I just grabbed the first one I saw and then just was like, eh, that's good enough. Which is probably the case, more than likely. Lone. All these lone Bisharp, man. I need the ones that are in groups. It sounds as if like a shot, as if like one of the terrestrialized Pokemon was around there, but it didn't show up at groups. Keep checking around, they can spawn behind you, and they do tend to do so. Come on, more Bishop. Man, this would be a pain. At least if you could, like, control the spawns, it wouldn't be so bad, but the fact that we have to keep running different ways in order to keep resetting it and hoping for the best. Who knows how many you can get in, like, an actual day-night cycle, too? Like, maybe I'd have to wait, like, an entire in-game day or whatever before another set of the Poniard group would spawn. It's Cricketune and his boys, but that's not who I'm looking for. How do people even figure this out? Like, I could see stumbling across the leader's crest, right? You just end up fighting one of the group Bisharp, and you're like, oh, what is this? But the fact that somebody's like, oh, let's equip it, well, when it says only with Bisharp with a group, I guess maybe that's enough. But that would be, it's like you would have to know about the piece to begin with, even to like suspect more of what's going on. Or maybe I just don't look that deep into this game, which I'm sure also true. Getting more and more groups of Pokemon, just not the group that we need. Another Bisharp just chilling by himself. Ring? No. It was saying it does take some time for this to happen, so we might be here for a little bit. But what can you do when you can't control the spawns, right? Just gotta hope for the best. There's just a lot of luxury within this forest, huh? Still kind of crazy how there's Scyther and stuff like that, but we never see, like, Sizor in here. I guess they just really wanted to force you into trading in order to get one. I mean, I get, like, the idea, right? Because one of the relatively big aspects of the game being trading Pokemon, but force trading, though, you know. Waiting on those groups. Arcanine group, not what we're looking for, but still alright to look at for sure. I gotta imagine a lot of lag within the game is just the Switch dying from having to spawn in so many Pokemon consistently. It's probably gotta be like a big strain on the actual game itself. Didn't they just, like, announce a new Switch, though? Or, like, they were originally going with the Switch Pro, and then they're like, we're just gonna call it, like, Switch 2 or whatever. In which case, we're supposed to be getting another one of those. Not entirely sure how true that is, but I thought they had announced it. Another luxury group. So many groups of everybody, just not the people I'm looking for. I'm kind of wondering what happens if I end up just, like, flying to another place and then coming back here. If it would help at all. Seems like we're seeing less and less Bisharp. We were seeing a good amount for a while. Well, there's another one. There's a solo one, though. He's not a group. Maybe because, like, I ended up beating the group of Bisharp by beating the Bisharp, that it doesn't want to spawn another one. So if I just, like, fly to this... what if I just fly to this Pokemon Center, come back in, and then maybe because it's like, oh, you beat the group, but it maybe resets the area? Like, look at that. Immediately, as soon as we did it, we've already got a group here. Maybe that's just, like, the key for, like, the fastest way of farming it. Retaliate against a steel type thing? Man's crazy. We'll take one loop around the forest, and if we don't see another group of them, we'll just do what we did there and try and get another one to spawn like that. Still surprised at how successful that was immediately. Is that just really good luck, or is there actually something to that? Spite Ops just crawling around. It seems like we found both groups at, like, the opposite side of the forest. Not necessarily, like, so much in the middle of it. For whatever reason. Maybe it just spawned like that. Maybe they're more... Maybe they have a higher chance of spawning on the outside of the thing? Just to maybe potentially make it harder to figure this out? I don't know. Alright, we'll go ahead and respawn back at the Pokemon Center. See if, like, it's actually the secret formula or what. Or if we just got lucky. What are these? A lone Bisharp. It wasn't the Bisharp group, but it is a Bisharp at the very least. Figured it would have been a little too good to be true to just have it happen a second time. I mean, if it's just counting as a reset, then in theory, could we not just fly to a Pokemon Center and just look right outside as in a Bisharp group, immediately fly back and see if that works? Because it looks like it's putting groups here, like we had, what, like Teddy Ursa's last time? Or the Ursaring group with the Teddy Ursa's there. This time we got the Mungus with the Fungus. Probably too quick of a return back for it to actually reset or re-randomize. There's Cricketune and there's Cricketots, but that's not what we're looking for. So maybe that's the play. Maybe it is just like run one set around the forest if we don't see anybody spawn back there and do it again. So we need one more kill, and then I think we might have to give it a few levels. I think it was around like 50 or so when he eventually evolved. Which that's fine, because I think I still have like rare candies on me, and if not, we can just farm Pokemon here if need be in order to make it happen. But you want him to evolve after he's killed the 3? That way it actually fulfills the requirement. A lot of lone Bisharp here. Not who I'm looking for, though. Yeah, just couldn't have had some Pawniards around, you know? Just a little too much. There's another Cricketot set. That's probably the last group we end up getting there, so we'll go ahead and reset it again, and should actually reset those spawns for these guys here, see if that works out in our favor or not. It didn't reset groups. At least not right in front of there, but it did reset some. Another Ursaring set. No. Does this dude not evolve? I thought he did, but apparently in the Pokedex, he's supposed to be in the Violet version. Not him, but the, what I thought was the evolved form. At least I thought it was the evolved form in the old games, but maybe they split it up just so they can count as another exclusive. Or maybe it's just a different Pokemon straight up, but they look so much the same. The low Bisharp. Get my hopes up for nothing, man. Come on. Wish I ended up catching the King Gambit in the one pair raid I ended up finding him in. But it was also like 2 OP for me at the time. So. Is this a shiny, dude? It totally is. Oh, let's go. A shiny Logix, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you call a full-on shiny right there, baby, because our Pokédex isn't finished and we don't have a shiny sandwich on or whatever. Ow. Did I not heal you last time you ended up fighting? Or did first impression actually just do that much? I mean, it is Bug, and he's Bug, but like, it should not have done, like, what, almost like 90 damage or something like that right there? Why did I throw a quick ball that doesn't even work at this point? I mean, it works as well as a regular Pokeball. Although, if you get a critical capture... Oh, baby! A shiny without even trying for a shiny. Let's go. Look at this dude. Yeah, buddy. That's still a good shiny. Like, I was very much so not expecting to see that. Nice little thing to look forward to as we continue this painful just keep respawning until eventually somebody shows up, which I can only imagine is how the thing spawn. I knew I had seen a Dragonite over here. Oh, you got a kid. That's upon your group, baby go-go. Screw you, Dragonite. I already trained up a Dragonite from like a Dragonair or something, so we don't have to worry about that. I can kill you. We're not capturing you, we're killing. Really? Who hurt you? Why do you have to be like this? You're just making this take longer. You have Defiant? Excuse? Bruh. This dude might actually kill me. Why couldn't my Bisharp have Defiant? Now I want to capture this thing, except I can't because I need the kill for it. Oh my. You really would have you would have the hit. I'm pretty sure that's the hit ability anyways. You would. Is it time? Oh, baby, a shiny, and we got King Gambit? Let's go. Now, if we kind of got a shiny King Gambit on top of it, hey. Only a Bisharp that stands above all others in its vast army can evolve into King Gambit. What's the alert? Katao Clean. Which does 1. Slashes at the target after Kataoing to make the target let down its guard. This attack never misses at 85 power, infinite accuracy. I mean, that's just better than Slash because it's still physical, right? Yeah, but it's physical stab. We got him. Let's go. Put away that item so we can always create more King Gambits if we actually want to later. Supreme Overlord. When the Pokemon enters a battle, its attack and special attacks are slightly boosted for each of the allies in its party that have already been defeated. So he's like your last resort. Ideally, you want him as like your last resort Pokemon then, right? Because that would give you the biggest upgrades to your stats then. Because you wouldn't want to lead with him, because it would trigger, and then everybody would be alive, so then you'd get, what, no stat bonus then? Because it says off of ally Pokemon, and not enemy Pokemon. If it was enemy Pokemon, then you could throw them in. Or if it was both of them, in which case you could find either way. Beautiful. A shiny and a King Gambit. I mean, that's pretty good. The shiny was just a cherry on the top finding that. The fact that I knew it when I saw it too, I was like, something about this don't look right. Alright, so now we're on to legendary Pokemon, which belong to the stakes. Guess I can't say I'm too surprised at that, considering we haven't actually seen any legendaries. I mean, considering our ride Pokemon there is actually considered a Paradox Pokemon. May as well be a legendary, but you get the idea. So with that being said, we need to find the rest of the stakes in order to break out the legendary Pokemon so we can capture them. Of course, that means we have to actually know where all the stakes are in order to make it happen. Pot 371, pot 379. Alright, everybody's healed up. King Gambit, we're definitely putting you in the we'll raise you later category. Well, that's who I meant to fit in. Come on. All the stats are fantastic on the Titan Pokemon. Interesting. They're not perfect stats though on the Titans. They're just fantastic. Which I think means like 5 out of 6 on the IVs. Not entirely sure on that one. Can we really not have enough battles here? 4, you need 5 for Alright. So, we need stakes. I don't exactly know how large of an area we're supposed to look for the stakes in. Like, if they're tied to one providence equals one set of stakes and whatnot. There's that. Let's see here. I think we originally found stakes within the right of this area, where it's like the first area that they show you, like, hey, the spikes exist. Or, you know, the areas where once you get all the spikes, then you can go in it. But if you don't have all the spikes, then it's just like a barrier, more or less. I should be marking on the map where I'm thinking I want to go. So this should be in front of the school, more or less. I want to say it's like over here somewhere. We'll probably just end up looking up a guide for the stakes, mostly because I don't want to take like 20 years to actually go out of my way to find them. We found some spikes when we were playing throughout the game, naturally, without looking for them. Or without actively looking for them, I should say. So I don't feel too bad about it. It's not as if we had it completely known and we just now figured it out. So let's see if we actually found enough stakes for the one over here. It's like one of the few areas I actually remember seeing, one of the holding areas, I guess you could call it. Not exactly sure if that would fall off. And when we had found all the stakes immediately, or only after we had interacted with it again. Let's see here. Herein lies sealed the ruinous tablets. Okay. Presumably that means we don't have all the stakes. So I guess give me a minute or two and I'll find all the stake locations and we'll go ahead and grab them. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and I've got a video up with all the locations. So we're gonna go ahead and knock those out. I'm probably gonna have to keep coming in and out of stream consistently to keep checking the locations, depending on how well they're actually shown within the video and how well I can identify the locations within where they show them. So we'll probably be hopping in and out to make sure that I actually end up getting all the stakes, and then we'll see what becomes of the stakes and what they end up being. So with that, just expect me to be in and out here as I reference the video as needed. But until then, well, you guys will be able to see the locations for yourself here. If we don't see the spike, then we've already gotten it, in which case that's a good thing. That means there's one less spike I have to look at. Alright, fair enough. Gonna end up getting a gimme ghoul coin out of this as well. Love to see that. When you pulled out the stake, it crumbled and vanished. No surprise there. Alright, as explained thus, I shall be right back. We just got that stake. If I'm following the video right, we should be grabbing yet another stake right up here. Kind of surprising they ended up putting the stakes up so close. Then again, I guess if they expect you to rely on your right Pokemon a lot and having its upgrades in order to do it, then, you know. Then I guess it doesn't really matter how close you put it, because if you just can't get it without the right Pokemon, then it doesn't matter all too much, right? I may have already gotten this one. I gotta reference the video yet again, so we'll be back in just a second. As it turns out, I did indeed have this stake. It's within this area, as you can see right here. So I've already marked the next stake we're going to, which this one would not surprise me if I didn't actually end up getting this one, because it's all the way at the top of that thing. Excuse me. And then the chances I ended up actually working my way all the way up to the top of that, yeah, right? Alright, so we're still making our way to our third stake here. I think it said there was like 8 within the area, so we're almost halfway done with grabbing these stakes. Maybe even halfway, maybe even more than halfway, depending on how many I actually ended up grabbing myself. I mean, I guess you could have gotten to the stake regularly without meeting the Pokemon here. Yeah, I knew for a fact I wasn't going to get this one. It was just so far out of the way of everything else that we did. That does not surprise me. Go ahead and grab me some more gimme ghoul coins here. Nice that we're getting those as well, since we'll need those for the gimme ghoul evo. And I'll be back once again as I find the next stake location. Alright, working towards our next stake location. I would not be... I might have actually gotten this one, but we'll head over there to make sure that I did end up actually getting it. It's somewhere within this area. There we go. It's right up top here. Give me that. That's yet another stake down. And I shall check on the next stake location. Be back. And just like that, we're off to our next stake. Well, give me gold coins on the way. One give me gold coin, bruh. And they expect me to get the gimme Google evolution win when they're giving me 1 point at a time? Come on, man. I want to say this is the right rock, but I gotta check for reference. I'm pretty sure it is, though. Although this one I could have actually grabbed, so I gotta make sure. Alright, as it turns out, I actually did end up... Hello, game, we good? No, my mic's not big. Are we good now? What's going on with my mic here? My mic and my game audio just died? Oh my, but why? serious? It was working up until this point. What's the problem here? Kill that. Still doing it. Lose capture is fine. Why is this? Are we good now? Yes, no, yes, yes, no. No? Hmm.